Well, let's discuss this with Boran Jovanovski, Editor-in-Chief of Nova TV, who joins me now from Skopje. Morning to you. Thanks for your time. So there's been a victory, but it was quite tight. What might this mean for the future?
Well, it's obvious that, first of all, the turnout was very low. There was even some suspicions that there will be no 40% of the turnout, which means that this election could not be valid. But however, there is a 46% of turnout. Stevo Pendarovski, 56-year-old professor, supported by the coalition of 33 party from all ethnic groups led by the Social Democrats, has won the election and in North Macedonia. And as you know, the Social Democrat coalition, the ruling party coalition led by the Social Democrat Zoran Zaev, they have clearly supported the Prespa agreement, which is really only possible way out from Macedonia towards realization of its aspiration for the membership in NATO and to start the negotiations talk with European Union. So in a way, we could say that the result of this election as a kind of a seal to a Prespa agreement with Greece, which divided the country, especially divided the ethnic Macedonian within the country in regards to the change of the name of the country. So it's clearly a win for the pro-European, pro-NATO and pro-reform Social Democrat coalition, but also there is a bitter taste having in mind that the nationalists and populists Vmro Dpmne won almost 370,000 votes. Rosie?
Yeah, and we were talking last week that, that 40% threshold might not even have been met. So a victory there has been for one candidate who certainly are calling this a ticket to Europe. In practice, how likely is that going to be? And, will talks be any easier?
Well, as Pendarovski said, first of all, North Macedonia shows that a clear democratic capacity by organizing the proper electoral process, despite the fact that the leader of the opposition accused the ruling coalition for the engineering, as he said, of the electoral process. But on the other side, the State Electoral Commission stated that the election were fair and that it were well run. That's one thing. It's a clear message that the democratic capacity are here and the democratic institutions are functioning. And second of all, that North Macedonia is ready to take all obligations which are coming from the Prespa agreement and to implement fully this agreement with Greece. So it means that now North Macedonia is expecting a green light to start the membership talks with EU from the June European Council. But it could be. I mean, the results of this election shows that the ruling coalition is already weakened only after 2 years after the parliamentary election, when they won over the authoritarian Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski. Because they have not delivered what they said in the campaign for the parliamentary election 2 years ago. That
well, I'm sorry to cut in there, Bojan, but we're going to be following what they have promised and what then does get delivered. That's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. But thank you for analysis as the elections have taken place. Boran Jovanovski, Editor-in-Chief of Nova TV. Well, we mentioned Greece there. That was a reaction from North Macedonia. Let's go to Greece, where our correspondent Faye Dugleri does join us. Morning to you, Faye. I'm sure listening to that. Obviously, there's been tension over the name change. How's the reaction to this election gone down in Greece?
Good morning from Athens. Despite the fact that there is no official reaction yet from the Greek government, according to government sources, Athens is satisfied with the result, as the new president of North Macedonia, Stevo Pendarovski, is a staunch supporter of the Prespa agreement, the name deal between the two countries that was signed just a few months ago. The Greek government has invested a lot in this agreement. They consider it as one of their greatest achievements, so they wouldn't want the new president of North Macedonia, even if his role is purely ceremonial, to be challenging this agreement now, especially now, just a few weeks before the European elections and a few months before the general elections. Members of the government and the Prime Minister himself, they have been touring around Greece trying to convince the society, especially north of Greece, about the benefits of the agreement. And according to analysts, the Prespa agreement is one of the issues with the economy that they're going to affect most the vote of the voters. So as you can understand, they wouldn't want right now the other side, the side of North Macedonia, to be challenging the agreement where they have invested so much.
Faye, thank you ever so much, live in Athens for us.